Getting up early is a trait that many successful people share. From famous people in history like CEOs of Fortune 500 companies to Olympic athletes and artists to entertainers, singers and entrepreneurs like Jack Dorsey, founder of Twitter, waking up early in the morning allows them to get a head start. The big question is, how do they do it? And most importantly, how can you do it too? How can you wake up early and not feel tired, but instead, be energetic, happy and ready for new adventures? If you ever wondered or even tried to be an early riser and a morning person, this video is for you. The task is to wake up and be excited, be motivated, be productive, not be like, I hate my mornings. I want to teach you 6 ideas that are going to help you become an early riser in such a way that you can be excited, be motivated about your day, and start it in a productive manner. You ready? Let's get started. 1. Gradually roll back the clock. The first idea is gradual change. If you're somebody who wakes up at 7 a.m. and now you want to start waking up at 5, if you just go from 7 to 5, your body, your system is going to be like, this ain't happening. Instead of rolling back by 2 hours, roll it back 15 minutes. If you wake up at 7, start waking up at 6:45. Get used to that. Get your entire body, get your entire system, get the world around you to start getting used to waking up a little bit earlier. Get used to those 15 minutes earlier. Then, once that becomes the norm, roll it back another 15 minutes. Do that for a couple of days, then roll it back another 15 or 10 or 20, and keep rolling back little by little until you get to the desired getting up time. If you're somebody who wants to start waking up 2 hours earlier, you have to do it in 15 minutes chunks over a couple of weeks. Otherwise, you're going to shock your system way too much, and all your habits are going to be, waking up early ain't happening. Instead of fighting the stream, make little changes. Gradual change over time is going to make it that much easier for you to start waking up early in a good and positive manner. Number 2. Be consistent even on the weekends. During the weekend, we have a completely different schedule than during the rest of the week. We sleep late, we do completely different tasks. But your body doesn't know that. To your body, Monday and Sunday is the same exact thing. If you're waking up at 5 a.m. throughout the week, and then the weekend comes and you're like, ooh, now it's time to sleep late, you're going to confuse your body. You're going to confuse your system. And then when Monday comes, it's going to be that much harder for you to start waking up early. For the sake of consistency, weekends and weekdays become one thing. Start waking up earlier, whatever the day of the week. Maybe it's Saturday. You still get up at 6:45 or at 6 o'clock or at 3 a.m. or whatever it is. Weekdays and weekends need to be the same, at least until you actually internalize the entire process, make it habitual, make it part of your routine. But while you're gradually changing, rolling back the clock, wake up the same time during the 7 days. This is going to help you make it into a habit, make it into a routine, and much easier for you to adopt this new change. Number 3. Write down your desired wake-up time. You might be like, wait, how does that even help me wake up early? We know from science that when you write something down, you remember 28% better. When you write down what time you want to wake up the night before, your brain says, now he's being more serious about it. Now you're internalizing the information a little bit better. Your mindset switches a little bit. The night before, just write down on a piece of paper, I want to wake up at, and fill in the blank, whether it's 6, 3, 1 a.m., whatever it is. Write it down. This is going to help you internalize it. It's going to make it more real for you. It's going to be better in your brain, better in your memory, your mindset is going to be different. It's going to make it a little bit easier for you to wake up early. Number 4. Get enough sleep. Seriously, I know it goes without saying, but I had to mention it. If you go to bed at 2 a.m. because of whatever, maybe you went out and you partied, maybe you worked all night, maybe just couldn't fall asleep, if you go to bed at 2, it's going to be almost impossible for you to wake up at 6 and feel good, feel energetic, feel like a human. Get enough sleep. If you go to bed at 10 and you wake up at 5, and now you want to start waking up at 3, then start going to bed at 8. The usual question is, what is enough sleep? There are many different studies and researches done, and there is a plethora of information, but there is no magic number. Your number is different from my number. Experiment with your sleep. Aim for anywhere between 7 up to 9 hours. But always make sure you get at least 7 hours, or your energy is going to go down. You're going to be completely groggy the next day. It goes without saying, get enough sleep. Waking up early does not mean you don't sleep enough, it means rolling back the entire sleeping process a little bit backwards. If you don't get enough sleep, it's going to be impossible for you to wake up and not feel tired. Number 5. Don't snooze. As the saying goes, you snooze, you lose. When your alarm rings, get up. Don't reach and hit the snooze button. When you snooze, you're not actually awake, but you're not actually asleep. It's kind of in the middle, and you don't help yourself. Oftentimes, if you get up, you're going to feel that much more excited than if you snooze for 15 minutes and then you get up. Oftentimes, you're going to feel a little bit groggy, a little more frustrated, a little less excited about life. The easiest way for you to prevent any snoozing is grab your alarm clock and leave it on the other side of the room. When the alarm clock is next to you, you don't even have to be fully awake in order to reach out and press it. But if your alarm clock is in the other room or the other side of your bedroom, when you have to get up, physically get up and go there so you can press the snooze button, chances are you're not going to go back to bed. Number 7. Be excited about your mornings. This one is the most important one. That's why I saved it for last, the best for last. Get excited. From the night before, figure out why your morning is going to be exciting. If you wake up and you're like, oh man, I need to go to work, or I need to go to school, or I need to do this thing, doesn't matter what time you wake up, when you wake up without excitement, it is hard to even get out of the bed. But if you figure out how to make your mornings exciting, if you wake up and you're like, I can't wait to get up. This day is going to be awesome. I'm going to do this, and this. I'm going to achieve that. I'm going to meet this person, and you jump out of bed with excitement. You can do it at any time. Figure out how to make your mornings exciting. Figure out what's exciting about the next day. While you're writing your wake-up time down the night before, spend 2 minutes, spend 30 seconds to figure out why your next day is exciting. Why do you have to wake up? Once you figure out that why, it's going to transform this entire process. It's going to make it that much easier. When you wake up and you cannot wait to get out of bed, it is much different than if you wake up and you're like, oh, I hate my life. If you have no excitement, all this is going to be that much harder. And if you don't have any excitement, it's not going to make a difference whether you wake up at 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock or 2 p.m. It won't matter. Your turn now. Once you put all of these 6 principles to work, you do gradual change, you're consistent, weekdays and weekends become the same thing, you write it down, you internalize it a little bit better, you get enough sleep, you don't snooze, you put your alarm on the opposite side of the room, you jump out of bed with excitement, and you're actually motivated and excited. That's how to wake up early. And not only do you wake up early, but you're productive. You start your day in a good, excited, positive, energetic manner, and that makes a whole world of difference. It makes a whole world of difference for your entire day. There is no secret to it. There is no magic. There is no, but you're not a morning person. You can do it. You can wake up at any time. As long as you follow these 6 simple steps, you can become an early riser. Question: what time do you want to start waking up? Is it 3 a.m., is it 5 a.m., is it 6 a.m.? What's early for you? Write it down in the comments section below. Until then, follow this process, it is very easy, take massive action, make things happen, and I'll see you in the next video.